It's a little disheartening that people sit in this
Oh.
room and allow, as the chair, people to assault someone who achieved the standard necessary for the restraining order. And I've sat through it over and over in this meeting. And so for people to continue to bring it up, it's absolutely mind-boggling. It is the first time in the history of the country. It isn't normal, which means that the evidence presented was substantial enough to achieve it. And the fact that people sit here and say, but why? That deputy is back there because Commissioner Bradshaw declined the option offered from the county. And so that's why he's here. I don't know whether you would get it or not. I'm not here to pass judgment on what your situation is, but I find it sickening that members of the community think it's appropriate to continue to talk about a restraining order in a way as if my status doesn't count. And it wasn't an Asia versus Bradshaw comment. Did she say it? Is it true? It was a third party who reported what happened. So there is no discrepancy here. But the board has stuck its face into this civil matter inappropriately. The deputy being back there is because of what Commissioner Bradshaw chose. Why are you guys not saying, why did you threaten to shoot Commissioner Williams? Why is that not something any of you who've stood up here to talk about this restraining order have ever said in this meeting? We are here because he did it. So stop pushing your stuff my direction. Hold the person who caused it. Hold the person who caused it responsible for why that person is in the back.
Maybe that's what they're doing.
So let's get back to the meeting. And the first, Miss Welly, while you were in the process of laughing at a domestic abuse victim, I have allowed Commissioner speak for yourself, but
I did not laugh.
Commissioner Williams is
allowing what is happening
Point of order.
here is the chair is
Thank you.
allowing people to harass an elected official over a restraining order. That's what's happening. And it's unreasonable and inappropriate. And it's reasonable actually that you err on the side of this is not the time and place for that type of a communication.
I'm going to follow the guidance of the good Sheriff Wheeler, and I'm going to err on the side of the First Amendment today. I'm hopefully also going to err on the side of the Fourth Amendment throughout the rest of the day. And I'm going to take my instructions from statute, the Constitution, the Constitution, the Constitution, and the rule of law. We have been counseled by our prosecuting attorney that the First Amendment is more or less inviolate. And I believe that in reference to these freedoms, whether we like it or not, and I believe I was counseled by one of the speakers who I'm about to let speak, Mr. Spencer Hutchings, who we're going to give him his opportunity to speak. Mr. Moore, you're going to get your chance. I have said I would give you your chance, and you have my word, you will get it. Sometimes we have to listen to things we don't hear. I believe I've heard that before, and I might hear some things I don't want to hear again. I believe that transparency is a two-way street, and I chose this job. With that being said, we're going to get back to the public comment.
If this was flipped, you would have called for a recess a long time ago. That's what would have happened. But
Thank you for speaking for me, Commissioner Williams. Mr. Hutchings, go ahead.